Hey guys, so I'm with my friend and client Felipe, who just recovered from ACL and meniscus surgery. He had the surgery around 3 months ago, and we're using a reformer to rehabilitate and strengthen. He has been okay to work out from his physician and the physical therapist. So we're just gonna do a light strengthening reformer class. Want to add anything?
Yeah, just adding on to what she said, make sure you're cleared by your physician and by your physical therapist. There are certain things you can and cannot do. And from my understanding, it's best to maybe start working on this when you're able to have full extension of foot, like have good quad contractions. And yeah, just listen to your body. Make sure whatever you're doing, you're not feeling any strain on the knee because that's vital to your recovery.
All right, ready? So I'm gonna start us the footwork. You're gonna lay down. I have us on three reds and a blue. Obviously, you'll let me know if anything doesn't feel good. Let's start on the heels, hip width apart. Let's flex the feet. Come back in. Bring the feet in a little closer together, tiny bit. Okay, babe, go push out. Let's do 8 of everything. Good. Abs in, keeping the hips stable, neutral spine. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. And let's do pulses. Serum halfway and pulse. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretching or resting. Okay, next one, new sit position. We're gonna do arches of the feet, hip width apart. So middle of the feet, drop the feet down more and more center. Good, bending in and then stretching out. And of course, if anything doesn't feel good, you always want to skip it. Bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, and we're going propulsive again. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretching or resting. Okay. Next one, I am gonna have you do the balls of the feet hip width apart. So this is good. Bending in. Stretching out. Bend in. Good. Not letting these go out to the side. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, halfway in, pulses. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch and go into the ring stretch. So one heel drops and the opposite knee is lifting, stretching the calves. Good. You could double pump the heel if you're feeling it one at a time, or just do the single pumps. And then I'm gonna have us do one more foot position, and then we'll do one more quick running stretch. So whenever you're ready, we're gonna bend the knees, come in. Let's do the heels wide on the foot bar and a turnout. And then not super turned out. Good, and then push out, coming back in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, halfway in, pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest or stretch. And then let's go back. Let's do one last round stretch before we go into single legs. Good. So just stretch, drop one heel. And then whenever you're ready, bend the knees, come in, and I'm gonna change your spring. All right, so now we're gonna go into single legs and changing your spring. All right, so let's do hip width apart on the heels. Come down, kind of with the feet. Let's start with the right leg over the foot guard. You're gonna push out and bring the right leg straight up to the ceiling, and then coming straight over. Straight up, over. Abs are in, hips are still stable. 3, 2, last one. Then come straight over the foot bar. Bend the right knee in, point the toes. When you push out, to push out, bend the knee in, bend the knee, and legs to hover. Yes, good. And out. Feels okay?
Yeah.
I'm Mark.
I say you should tell the bot, really engage in posture and the other one.
Yes, we are using the quad and strengthening the quad. Last one. And then you are done with that side. Okay, good. Same thing on the other side. Left leg over, push out, bring the left leg up, and then come in over. Try not to loft the knee when you're fishing out. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Straight over, bend in, and then stretch out over. Push out, bend in, and left knee in. I'm going to extend that over, pointing. A little coordination. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Great. Resting. Awesome. I'm gonna keep going the spring. So I was on 2 reds on a blue, and I'm gonna have you go into bridges on the spring. So you're gonna do the bridges hip width apart on the heels. And then the arms are at the side. You're inhaling to prepare. And then on the exhale, you're going to scoop the belly, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Use the glutes, use the abs, roll down. Inhale, exhale, rolling up, rolling down. Feels fine. 6 more. Good. Rolling down. Inhale, and then exhale, roll up. Rolling down. The challenge is to not move the reformer. And then I'll exhale. Roll down, try 3 more. Inhale, exhale, rolling up. Give a track with the feet go out to the side. Inhale, exhale, rolling up. Last one, try to stay up. Inhale, and then exhale, roll up. Pulse up and down. Use the glutes every time you're pulsing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rolling down. Okay, so we're going to add to the bridge. You're going to inhale, exhale. You're going to roll up to the bridge. And then you're going to push out and then come back up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Coming in, rolling down. Great. Okay, good. So now let's get into an ab workout. Now using legs, we're going to do abs and arms and changing your spring. Let me know if you want to go heavier, and you're going to grab the straps behind us. Let's try, so everything we're doing here, we're going to keep the abs in. Let's try the arms up to the ceiling. The legs are in tabletop. Straight arms down, extend the legs out. And then up. How's the weight? Good. I break up 6 more. Engaging the abs. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, try to stay extended, hold it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, resting. Okay, let's do long leg extending now. So you're gonna do arms up to the ceiling, tabletop legs, and then you're gonna bring arms down, extend one leg out, point the toes. So a little coordination. Straight arms down, extends, arms up, bring the leg in, other side. Switching. Yep. Hit 6 more. 6. Pointing, left lengthening. 4, 3, 2. Last one, keep the palms on the mat. Good, just switch the legs. So palms down, 1, other, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one's resting. Okay, there. Feeling okay?
So
Arms bent up the side, elbows touch the mat. Tabletop legs again. Extend the arms, extend the legs, and they're back. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Resting. Okay, here, let's try a few more things. Let's do arms up, legs up, straight arms, straight legs up to the ceiling, arms down, legs down, arms up, legs up. If you could point and flex, going down, you just flex there and point there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one comes on the mat, just release up and down. Use the abs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Okay, rest, rest, rest. How's it going? Can you do a few more things here? Yeah. Let's try the hip circles. Try the legs up to the ceiling, palms on the mat. Straight legs up, squeeze the legs together, tiny circles, keep the hips stable. Keep the abs in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, rehearse it if not so you can rest. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, rest. Last one, and then we'll get up is let's try the laying down jumping jacks. So you're gonna have the legs extended up 45 degrees. Lift the legs up higher. Yeah, so palms go to the nose. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last arm, resting. You got your trucks up. Okay, great. And then let's do the spine stretch. Since you're here, hold the shoulder blocks, open the elbows, roll the knees one way, look the opposite direction, stretching the spine, breathe. Center, opposite direction. And just do one last one each way since you're there. Stretch, breathe. Good. Last one. Awesome. And when you're ready, you're going to come up to sitting. We're going to get into some glute leg stuff next. So from here, bring your arm one red. I'm going to do a yoga block for your head because you're going to come onto the side. So we're going to do sideline with the strap. So let's start facing this way. You're going to stack up on your side. And I'm going to have you do the thick strap. So bottom leg is going to be relaxed. The strap was going over the knee. I would do the large strap just so you have your grace on. Let's be comfortable. Okay, bend the bottom leg in. All right, good. Move up a tiny bit so you're more in the center. All right, let's just start easy. Let's start with the clam. So lift the feet up touching and then keep the feet touching, just lifting, dropping. How do you feel?
Yep.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, resting. Okay, great. Now let's go on to the opening. Bottom leg is relaxing, just lift the top leg and then drop it. Lifting, dropping. Trying to keep the glutes engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, good. Let's add an extension to that. So let's just lift the leg up, keep it lifted, and then just kick out and bending in. Just kick out, bend up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, resting. Okay. We're adding to it now. We're going to go into hip opening and continuing with the glutes. Big knee circles. Good, and 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Reverse, opposite direction. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, resting. Okay, last one, I'm gonna have you do on the side. You're just gonna bring the top leg straight out if it feels okay. Try to get the toes to go down and then just go up and down. It could be a little movement. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, credit sampler, pulse up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Take the strap off. Swing right around. Okay, we're gonna do the other side, and then I'm gonna have you stretch. So whenever you're ready, flipping over, and then other side. Try to be right in the center, stacked up, hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. Bend the bottom leg in, bottom hand to hold the shoulder block. Okay, good. Lift the feet up touching, and then lifting, drop, just regular clam. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, rest. Okay, good. Just this up leg, lifted, hip opening, drop. Good. Bottom leg was just relaxing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Great. Now we're gonna add the kick in. So when you're ready, we're gonna lift, kick out, bending in, kick, and then 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Resting, feeling it. How's it going?
I am slow.
Okay, almost there. Big knee circles, hip opening. Try to do what you did on the other side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Reverse it. So just keep that deep bend and circling. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Rest. Last tiny little baby one. Straight leg out and long with the bottom leg up and down. Engaging the glutes. 5, 4, Great. 2, 1, the pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Best. Let's take the strap off. Okay. When you're ready, lay on your back. You could keep the yoga locker comfy. Let's put that foot into the strap. All right, so stretching. One foot is gonna go into arch of the foot. The other foot's gonna be on the foot bar. How long do you want to go up from below? Okay, so you could be on the ball of the foot here and just pulling the leg towards you, stretching. Feel okay? All right, just stretch, breathe.
This looks like supine for further recovery.
Whenever you're ready, you're gonna open, keep the opposite hip down, stretch, breathe. And then you'll go over, you'll do IT stretching, switch hands. And then, of course, obviously skip anything if it's not feeling good. Let's do one more each way. And we're going to switch the strap. Hold towards you, stretching. Good. Open whenever you're ready. And then going over the opposite leg. And I'm actually going to have you stay there, and I'm going to put the other foot in the strap. And then I'm going to take the strap. So bring up the full foot bar, pull towards you, stretching. Whenever you're ready, open, keep the opposite hip down, stretch, breathe. And then you'll go over the opposite leg, stretch, breathe. Probably feeling the glutes a little from what we just did. And then one more each way. Good, and then open. And then last one, going over the opposite leg. Great, whenever you're ready, you can come up of the strap. Carefully come in and let's pop up. Let's put the box on. Let's do some arms and some workout stuff.
Long boxers.
Let's do short walks. Short walks or little bow walks. Good. Sit facing the foot bar. I'm gonna make you a little bit heavier. So you're red and blue. We love me if you want to put heavier. Sitting tall right in the center of the box. Here you go. I'm giving you the straps. Here's one. Inside. If it's too heavy, go to sort of the outside. Let's start sitting tall. Keep the abs in. Start up hugging in front of the chest. Opening up. Feeling funky in the box?
Yeah.
Okay, good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Rest. Wait, it's okay?
I did.
Okay. So like arms at the side. Okay, just extend and then coming back to the side. I said smart sticks. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Resting. The next one, they're going to be heavier, so many can go to launch racks or let me know will go later. Sit tall, diamond up the forehead, up to the ceiling, and the wall back to the forehead. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Rest. I'm just gonna give you one last one here. Let's do the one and then forward. You can interlace hands, keep the elbows in, up and down, keep the abs in. And the elbow, they're coming in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Rest. Okay, I'm gonna take your straps. And then I'll have you do a little arm stretch from here. So we're gonna do one arm stretching. Good. And then we'll do the other arm stretching. Okay. And then I'm gonna have you go into a little bit of the abs. So I'm gonna have you bring your feet into the strap. Good. I'm gonna give you the mallet circle too to hold. Okay, so make sure the feet are flexed. You're sitting really tall. Use the abs. Keep the arms out. Good. You're gonna flat back in. Sit up really tall. You don't want to go super far back. When you sit up, try to sit up really tall. 6, 5, 4, 3. Try to sit a little taller. Up 2. Last one, stay back in the flat back and prep from arms up and down. Really keep the abs in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, use the abs so tall. Mo. We could do a little stretch if you're feeling it. Yeah. Stretching, breathing. All right, so we just did flat bar and then we'll do a little bit of the rounding back. So let's round the arms this time. Keep the feet flexed, scoop the belly, rounding back. Use the abs sitting up tall. Just keep the arms in, rounding back, scooping onto the tailbone. Sit up really tall. If it's too much, don't put so far back. Sitting up tall. 5. Make sure the abs engaged. 4, 3, 2. Last one, stay back a little bit. Keep abs and go out and in with the arms. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, use abs. So that's how I see the stretch. Breathe, stretching. Can we go? Okay, last one. I'm just gonna have you rotate. So you're gonna keep the arms in whenever you're ready. You're gonna round back and then rotate from the ribs, center, rotate. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Sit up tall, rest for a second, and then we're just gonna head to that one, and then we're gonna get out of this. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're ready, you're holding, you're gonna round back, you're gonna rotate and go out and in on one side. Use that, seek the feet flex, rotate on in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Other side when you're ready. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Use the abs to fall. You stretch for the video. Take me a circle. Stretching, breathing. Great. Okay, amazing. When you're ready, let's take the feet out of the straps. And then it's time to mock, so it's long wash. And then we'll go into a little bit of back extension. We'll try to do a little full body workout. I'm going to drop the foot bar. I'm going to keep you on the spring. We're on one red and one blue. If it's too much, you'll let me know. Stomach, chest, hang off the box. You want to engage the ab and the glutes for this exercise. Hold the straps by the knots, pull them outside the reformer. Make sure you're engaging to activate the muscles. Okay, guys, you're going to start with the head down. The arms are next to you. You're going to end on the exhale. Pull up and try to lift up. Inhale and then exhale to lift. Good. Engaging with glutes. Inhale and then exhale. Dropping. Inhale, exhale, lift. 5. Hold the way. 4. Try to bring the arms back over. Good. Keep the shoulders relaxed. 3, 2. Last one. Bring the arms back to the side. Kick the legs for swimming. So arms are going to be next to you. Straight legs kicking, engaging the glutes. Okay, good. Just stay there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest for a second. Okay, the next one is too much. Let me know. We'll go lighter. Neutral spine. You don't have to lift up for the extension. Arms out to the seat. 7, 6. Try to bring those arms back more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, try to peek the arms at the side and right next to you, you're going to bend in and out for the triceps. You could rest if you need to. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Awesome. Hang up your straps. I'm going to make you come to standing and don't flex them on your back. So you're going to hold the box, step back, and just stretching back to stretch the back out. So you could stay over here and do it. Or come over here. Either one. So then hold over here and just stretching your back out. So you want to try to round the spine as much as you can. Could get into the calves or hamstrings. And then all that we do is tiny bit more arms on the box. And then we'll go into like feet and straps and a stretching. Whenever you're ready, you're going to sit on the box. If you feel a little extension, sit on the boxer and bring your feet to the headrest. Grab the straps. Okay, let's come into a C-curve surface. Perfect. Palms up, bicep curls. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Try to hold it. If you can, try to lift one leg up. It could be a little one drop on the other leg. Keep the abs in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Rest for a second. Okay, let's choke up on the straps and cross that. So hold them by the knots. If it's too much, you can always go back to the handles. Let's do these sitting tall. So sit tall, pull the elbows out. No. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last ones. Okay, we're going to rotate. So sit tall, pull one out, rotate from the ribs, look in that direction. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Rest. Uncross the straps. Try an inside straps. If it's too heavy, we're going to go back to the long straps. You're going to come back to the C-curve, straight arms, knuckles up to the ceiling, straight arms up and down. Working shoulders. Keep the abs in. Keep the shoulders relaxed. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Rest. Great. Let's hang the straps up. Okay, let's go into a nice, relaxing feet and straps and just some stretching. But you're doing amazing. How are we going? Good. Okay, so whenever you're ready, you're going to lay down. One foot and then the other foot. We're on 2 leg springs. If you want to go lighter, let me know. Or tip of the feet. All right, so let's start with straight legs. Your palms are on the mat. We're going to bring straight legs down and then hop. Let's add a point flex. So either flex down or point down, and then coming back up. Yeah. Hips are stable, neutral spine. Keep the abs in and just don't go too low. Or bend. 3, 2. Last one. And then we're gonna lower the legs to 45 degrees, like right here, heels touch, Pilates V, bend in, stretch up for frog. Don't let the knees go out to the side so much. Bending in, right there, and then stretch out. Bending in, stretching out, heel sign. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And we're going to go to the straight legs and do circles. Equal circles with both legs. Really keep the hips stable. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Super controlled. Last one. Good. And then you're going to reverse the circles, opposite direction. 7, 6, 5. Good. Try to go a little higher for the hips if you can. 4, 3, 2. Last one. And let's stretch more. You're going to bring the legs up to the ceiling. You keep the tailbone on the mat. Pull the straps towards you with your hands. So this pulling towards you, stretching, whatever feels good. Don't overdo it. Breathing. Open to a B. Keep pulling towards you. Stretch. Breathe. And then butterfly stripped as long as it feels good. You don't want to do anything if it's putting pressure on the knees. So skip anything that is not feeling good. On lifting touch, pulling towards you, or later keeping where the springs are. So wherever you feel the stretch, this one you're probably feeling the breathing, full inhales, full exhales. Breathe, inhaling. Exhaling, and whenever you're ready, you can take one foot out of the strap or into the foot card. Good, and then you'll bring the other foot out. You can just drop it. Bring the other leg up. So you're getting out of the straps. Well, I'll get out of you. Yeah. Because we already did the straight leg stretches. Okay, when you're ready, let's carefully come up to standing. So I'm going to have us end with lunge stretches. So if anything feels good, you want to skip it. You don't want to put pressure on the knees. So I'm just going to have us do a few lunge stretches. Obviously, if you're going to tell me if it doesn't feel good. You're holding the copar. You're going to have one foot up against the shoulder block. Good. And then you're going to stretch out, bending into this knee as long as it's time. You either go out and in or stay in the stretch, and don't let that knee go past the toes for the standing leg. And then as long as it feels fine, let's try straight legs. So you're gonna straighten the standing leg, lift this knee up, out and in, or just staying in the stretch. And then the last stretch I'm gonna have you do on the side when you're ready is the split stretch. You're gonna face this direction. You're gonna have the foot on the shoulder block, bring your hands to the frame, straight out, breathing, stretching. Great. Whenever you're ready, carefully come in. Same exact kind on the other side. Start with the lunge stretches. Go pull. Good. On in or just in stretch. But you do want to do the same thing you did on the other side. And then whenever you're ready, take your time, go into the straight back stretches. Awesome. Last stretch is the split stretch. So you'll turn, you'll face the frame, opening and the frame. Stretch, breathe. And then whenever you're ready, carefully tying in. Great. How do you feel? Oh, you've been amazing.
Feels great. Um, so say
Does it feel like you're strengthening and rehabbing the knee?
whenever you're doing on the straight leg ones, really focus on the quad activation. Make sure you're really engaging the quad because that's like the first thing you should be focusing on in the rehab while I'm on flex sheet. And definitely like if you feel any pressure or any comfort at this stage of your recovery, I'm on month 3.5. So just avoid that whole thing altogether.
So your surgery was 3.5 months ago.
Yes.
So now you like finally feel better to start getting into Pilates again.
Yes.
And before you were surgery, you were doing Pilates.
Yeah, so my particular case, my ACL tore directly off the bone. So it wasn't like a little partial tear or anything like that. And at that point, my doctor was even like, there's really nothing else that I could mess up. I mean, probably can, but he's like, I'm already gonna go in and fix your knee. So go ahead and keep on working out. Nothing too intense on the knee because it was injured. So I was doing full Pilates prior to surgery, which helped me in recuperation when it came to like the entire foot motion and even activation of the quad. But really be careful after surgery and make sure you listen to your physician and your doctor on what you can and cannot do.
Well, these are amazing and we've been water now. Thank you. If you have any questions, you could leave any comments and ask. Till next time.